adrenaline. I always get a lot of adrenaline when I'm doing crazy tests against my screens. It always gives me an adrenaline rush. I love doing the tests. I love doing tests. I love doing tests. I love doing tests. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. We are basically the makers of the Black Series Edition technology, which you're seeing right now. This is the complete cinema. Right now we're doing tests on. So I was doing some demonstrations on black versus black. Got this interesting message. I'm not going to tell what's wrong, but you know what's wrong. But anyway, asking me to do a challenge. I find it kind of interesting that that we're always asked to do challenges, but nobody wants to do challenges when we give them out. So you got one, gentlemen. I told you, don't give me challenges at the end of the day because I'll complete them just like that. But not only will I complete them, I will ramp them up. I found some silver paper. That's why we're here. I don't like to wait until later on to get this stuff done now. So on my screen right now, we got black, we got silver and white. Now, you know, you're looking at the white and you think that doesn't look like silver to me. I got you. Hold on. That's silver. And that's white. There you go. It's just that our screens are kind of funny, interesting like that. You know, when something hits it, you know, I mean, if it's a light screen, it's going to turn it white. And if it's silver, it's going to turn it white. And if it's gunmetal, it's going to turn it white. It's interesting. You know what I mean? They can overpower black in the paint and all that crazy stuff. But it's interesting. So, I was just finishing up when it's black versus black, you know, testing. And got this interesting message. You know where it came from. But we got this interesting message asking to do this challenge. Challenge accepted. No problem, gentlemen. Not only did I do the challenge, I blew it clean out of the water. Came on here. I did black paper. I did three versions of black paint. I did black tape. I even did the container on top of my dish. That's black. Black hoodie. Everything. Now, here's my challenge right back at you. This is what I want. You see those papers up there? We got silver, we got white, and we got black. You're going to do a color pattern demonstration. See what I'm doing right now? And the light you have to have in the environment will be this bright, which means there's going to be no black splashes of light. No, we're not doing that. Do it right, or don't do it at all. Well, you got to do it either way. You know, choice. But don't send me messages like do challenges because, come on, you should know by now. If I test my stuff like this all the time, what makes you think I'm going to back down on something like that? It's because you guys don't do those tests. And you thinking that, well, if I can't do it, he can't do it. No, buddy, we're in the wrong, I'm in a different universe than you. We can do that over here easily. You can't do it. So this is a challenge right back at you. Except I decided to amp it up a little bit because it wasn't too much of a challenge for me. Black pieces of paper, all right, okay. You know, I did take paint and actually draw literally into a screen. So, you know, this is easy for us. So I decided to ramp it up a little bit to make it more of a challenge for us. So we came in and we put the silver and white paint all together. I'm going to do another one for you. I'm going to do multiple shades of black and multiple shades of gray all at the same time. Mix it up and get it done. I mean, gentlemen, seriously, you really want to challenge yourself at the end of the day. You really want to challenge yourself. I mean, this stuff is not for you. It's way beyond what you're used to doing, okay? I'm not trying to be rude here, disrespectful here, but you don't have any tests. You don't even have any tests for me to base any tests off to begin with. I can't say, well, they did this particular test. Let's try this for a challenge. I can't even, you don't have any challenges for us because you have no test. I mean, give us something at the end of the day. Something. Oh, in a dark environment with a high-end projector, that's easy. Got to give me something a little harder than that. Oh, man. Challenges. I swear. Unbelievable. Some basic test. Something basic test. Let me see. Let's go with I like doing that demonstration right there. And give me something at the end of the day. Challenges. gave them that one too. Ultra short throw on 720p at 150-inch screen. Ours is sitting right there. Still haven't seen that one done yet. While that's playing, I'm gonna sit down here and lay down for a little bit because I had a long day. Ugh. Oh, man, that was too easy. All right, let me get that other one real quick. Let's see if we can do a white level. If we can turn my screen into what I'm seeing on the black screen. If we can even come up with levels that low.
Great ideas can come from anywhere.
Let's see what we're going to craft today.
A blank page.
So what we need when we do these demonstrations, we need for our screen not to turn into that up there, but it must maintain its bright levels. Now how is black paper going to react to a gray screen? It's going to pick up a way better contrast level, trust me. It's going to pick up better color. It's going against a gray screen. But our technology is a little different. Laid against our screen, screens have a hard time functioning. They don't pick up properly. What? Can you stream in HD image and oh my goodness, I'll tell you, they ask some of the weirdest stuff ever. You don't see what you're doing. You don't understand the technology you see here, do you? Shame. This is a challenge. The challenge is right there. Doesn't make a difference what projector you're using, whether it's Blu-ray, 4K, whatever it is. You have to be to pick that level up no matter what. See that black screen right there, that black paper? You can't come up matching that black paper and see when it comes to those different colors. You have to be able to outperform that at the end of the day. You're missing the test. Have you seen my setup when this place fires up? I can display 180 inch off my ceiling. You can't do that. I can display off my floor. You can't do that. I have a 250 inch screen sitting in my backyard. You ain't got it and you can't do it. My screen behind me, 127 inch, sits in a bay of windows at 19 feet back. You can't even do that. I've built and designed so many screens on so many levels, it's not even funny. And I can even produce a 150 inch screen on right here on a projector that cost me 60 bucks. Complete my challenge. And when you're done with that, do the freaking paint demonstration. Because I'm sick and tired of asking that one right there. You're talking about challenges at the end of the day and you can't even pass a basic house paint test. So don't come over here giving me challenges about this. I don't want to hear it. I want to see you do that slip silver, and I want to see that network grade 773. Now, you contacted me today before I was in the middle of doing my testing, something you don't do. And I come in here and I take the time out of my busy schedule to do some black paper. But not only do I do black paper, I do black hoodies, I do black paint, I do black taint. I even went in there and got my freaking top off my spaghetti lid and put it in here, and it's black too. But yet you guys want to give me these stupid challenges. Oh, King's challenge. Come on, man. Really, seriously? Do some real tests at the end of the day. My goodness, man. Simple and basic house paint tests. How can you not pass this? And you want to be nerve giving people challenges. Oh, do this and do that and do that. No. No. Get the test done with the paint, for goodness sakes. My goodness, that's pathetic. House paint. Can't pass basic house paint. I got 3 different versions of black paint sitting against my screen. And these are the main guys when they come to me, but I want you to do this, I want you to do that. And where's your slip silver test? Nothing's there, nothing. Oh, my goodness, man.
Doctors swear to do no harm, but Republican Mehmet Oz wants to slash Obamacare. But John Letterman will always protect.
Gotta be on the Blu-ray, 77. I mean, if you get out of the dark half the time, you guys are in the dark most of the time. You're watching this. You want me to get some certifieds for you? I got a whole stack over there in the corner. By the way, where's your certified screens at? You don't have any certified screens. How many projectors do you own at the end of the day? How many screens do you own at the end of the day? How big are your screens? The demonstrations. Today, if we go outside right now, we want to do a challenge on a 250. You got it? I got 150 on this side. I can do 120 on that side. Do you have it? You don't have it. Got 4 different motorized projection screens sitting in the corner downstairs and 70 projectors. You guys can't back anything up. And I'm in here doing this demonstration right now, and you can watch me outperform the black paint, black paper, silver paper, and white paper. If I really want to make it a challenge for you can't complete, all I gotta do is just get some Sherman-Williams. That's it. You're done. Which I just realized that anytime we add Sherman-Williams to any test demonstrations, you can't do it because you're afraid of it. I passed that with no problem. And you guys are struggling. If you want a real challenge, I'll give you a real hard challenge at the end of the day. I'll give you the 250. You two can go build a 250-inch screen, pull a projector about 18 feet back. I don't want to see a star field pull off it. I'll pull a snow white snowstorm off mine. I'll give you 3 days to get it done. Or I can make it extremely difficult for you, and I can basically give you a challenge for all challenges under this technology. You have to match every single one of them live. You want that one? I can give you that one. Starting with the one we just did on the black on black, but you're going to have to do gray on gray. Or how about you draw into your screen with network grade 773 and show us a difference? You can't do any of that stuff. You know, the main ones we talk about giving people challenges at the end of the day, calling yourself the best of the best, calling yourself the king. You got to be kidding me. I leave the mic open for you so you can give me something at the end of the day. Something at the end of the day. Not a bunch of emojis and laughing and all that stuff. No, I don't want to hear any other challenges at all, period. You gave me a challenge. I came in, I knocked it out, I crushed it, came back in, upgraded it, made it more advanced than it was before, and then gave you the challenge right back at you while I'm doing it right now on camera, right in front of you. And you can't back yourself up? How is that possible? Because you're lazy and your products don't work. So you think about that for a minute. You give me a challenge, and I come out there that minute, not a day, not 2 days, not 3 days, not a week. I come out there right there and then, and I do the challenge, black paper challenge, please. So I do the black paper challenge, then I come back and I put white paper, then I come back and I put black tape, then a black hoodie, then 3 different versions of black paint. And when I knock all that out, I come back in and I do black, silver, and white. And do that right in front of you, on live, on camera. Just like that. You know why? This product's not even tested. I can't even say it's tested because we haven't even tested it yet. That's even more embarrassing, gentlemen. That's even more embarrassing. I can sit this with a Fusion or the 39s or one of those screens we have, professional 44s. These are 2.0s. These are screens that are tested already. This is not even tested. This is 2%. So you mean to tell me that I beat your challenge on a 2% screen that hasn't even been fully tested yet? That's pretty embarrassing. I didn't even think about that at first. That is pretty embarrassing. You won't get it done. Don't even bother. Don't even why even waste my time sometimes with you guys. You can't do it. You can't get it done. That's all it is. Careful and shame. This stuff's pretty. Screen paint at the end of the day. Can't pass. Freaking test. How hard is it to pass the test? That's kind of crazy. Can't get it done. Too hard. Too hard. Basic test. That's it. Man, what y'all want next, huh? We'll make it easy for you. You want it easy? I'll make it easy for you. If it's too hard for you, I'll make it easy for you. You're the main people. I don't see anybody else, nobody else on YouTube calling themselves kings and telling the best of the best. Nobody else. You two are the only jokers that come on here running your mouths about how good your products are, and you can't even pass basic house paint. Certified screens. Where are your certified screen tests at? I don't want to see some elite screens or whatever in some dark environment. Mind you, keep in mind, you're not supposed to have that on an ultra short though projector, by the way. They're not designed for it. I had a nerve to come in. Somebody came in and had a nerve to come up. Oh, what about Black Diamond? You've been on a rock for the last couple of years? We've been there already. You're late. Just put your coat on the sofa. You're late for the party. Put your sofa on the sofa. We got some hors d'oeuvres and some wine over in the corner. Go talk to Becky. She'll help you out. But thank you for showing up. That's how I talk to people when they sit there and say, well, how can you get it so? As a matter of fact, I sit there and tell you that if I didn't test against Diamond is the reason why we had a screen that way. Because Diamond, when I saw their technology, I was fascinated by Diamond's technology. That's the reason why we have. I used the gray screen paints that you guys praise at the end of the day. We made that stuff many years ago, way back. 9 years ago. I would go farther back than that. So I was making your products before you guys were making your products. So that's how I know so much about your products. How they're made, how they're mixed, all that stuff, because we made all that stuff already. Yep. So. Show you something here. You see all this stuff on the floor? Let me show you. That silver paint we test against. Different form of gray paint we test against. Black paint we test against. What else we got over here? There's some stuff here too. Here. Dark gray. They're all the tests that we do that you guys are afraid to do. 3 different versions of black paint, house paint, right here. And you guys are afraid. You're afraid of to do demonstrations on some slip silver. That's 3 different versions of black paint sitting right there. I'm very thorough when it comes to my tests. I have to make sure 100% that technology is working. It's going into my house, it's going to my part, wherever it's going to be at the end of the day, it has to work. And you're afraid of some great paint. That's our stacks of paints we buy. When I go over to Home Depot and Lowe's and I see an extra black paint, I start giggling. I'm like, yeah, we're going to do this test tonight. You guys see great paint, you're like, whew, gotta stay away from that. Yeah, that's the difference between me and y'all. You don't give me a black paper challenge. Please, too easy. I've done chalk paint. I've done spray paint. I've done markers. I even ran tape down the side of my screen. You know how fantastic this is going to look at a presentation? This is going to look fantastic. But at the end of the day, my customers know at the end of the day that when we ship them out a container of our technology, that's what they're getting. They're not getting I don't know if this could be great paint or not. I'm not sure because I never saw a test on it yet. All right, we got the certified screens here. Over there. But I do have to thank you. Thank you so much. Because I actually didn't think about doing that, to tell you the truth. It didn't really cross my mind. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Oh, I forgot we had more. We got more. All right, so this is all of the different forms of paints we have to make. All right, we have several versions of gray. Right, so we have. I'll put it in my hand for you guys to see it. That's Network Gray 73. Crow, you know what this is? This is your UV mix. I found it. I knew I had some in the house somewhere. We couldn't figure out what was that, but this is your UV mix right there. I'm gonna test that out today. Put that against that black screen. Let me see. Another version of great paint we made there. This is a different color black. Actually, no, it's a dark gray. It's a dark gray. So these are the different forms of dark grays we test out. So that's a darker gray. That's a lighter gray. That's his UV mix over there. That right there is 2 different shades of Network Gray 773 in another version. When I tell you that I test my stuff on everything, I am not joking around. When I tell you that I go to Home Depot, Lowe's, Benjamin Moore, and I grab up paints and everything and just do all kinds of tests. What you guys are afraid to do. Silver paint. Black paint. What's this right here? Is this a certified screen here? Oh, I was looking for this. It's a Dark Star 9. I need that. Another version of gray paint. Several different versions of black paint here. Here, and this is Dynasty, the one you talked about that was our product at the end of the day. Been there and done it already. That's how many different versions of gray house paint I ran through a screen. Not the fact that I've got demonstrations of me actually writing into screens. So many different versions of fabric, you name it, we've done it all. I'm still looking for new stuff to do at the end of the day. Even black film, I've done that. And now we can add black paper to the list. So when I tell you, gentlemen, that if I give you a challenge, it means when you give us challenges at the end of the day, we've done it already. This is why I laugh at you. Oh, I forgot. We forgot the slip silver. That's downstairs, the big old sheet. We got a version of that for testing. This is why I laugh at you when you sit there and you get on camera and you think you can make my product. When I see little ingredients that you got from Home Depot or Sherwin-Williams, you call yourself making our stuff at the end of the day. It's funny. Because we tested all that stuff already. It doesn't match anything we have. Now, let's have some fun with the certified screens. Now, like I said, I like the certified technology because the certified technology is good technology. It is worth our time. This gray stuff is not worth our time. It slows down what we need to do. But the certified screens are fantastic. Oh, I can't wait till I get my certification. Anyway. And this is something the customers should be seeing at the end of the day. Yeah, white paper, we've done that today too. We have tons of white paper. We've got another white demonstration test to do. On top of that. So let me ask you a question, gentlemen. Have you tested your screens on all that over there? That's just paint alone. That's not even certified. You haven't. Now for the stack of certifieds we have over here, have you done tests on these yet? You haven't. So how are you challenging me at the end of the day? My downstairs area we call the max out zone basically produces more light than both of your environments combined. I've seen in the demonstration where you painted the surface, you played it against your wall, and it blended in and matched. But not only did it blend in and match, when you turn to the side, your 100-inch screen motorized was completely washed out. That was the same product you just painted on. So it shows that it's not ambient light rejection because it couldn't pick up an image in a fully lit environment, completely washed out when you were showing the fire stick, or no, Chromecast. Now, instead of you hurling that empty threats and talking about fake lawyers at the end of the day, how about you do us all a favor and back your products up? That's your first challenge for today. Well, actually, you have two of them now. You have that and you have the network gray. Would you like a certified test next? Because I could give you that right now as we speak. I'm about to do mine right now for fun. Let me get some frog tape in here. As a matter of fact, we did a 9-screen. This screen at 1%, when we first painted it in, we did a 9-screen certified display already. But we'll do it again. All right. I like the dark stone. Dark stone is a beautiful surface. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's a beautiful surface. Like I said, I would never put down the certified. Certifieds work perfectly fine and they do their job. They do what they're designed to do. And they have been tested. And they are certified. They are certified. Am I a big fan of them? Not really, to tell you the truth. I think they cost too much money. And I think our technology is definitely better. But they are to outperform a white screen and they do their job. As they're designed to do. And one thing, they don't basically blow things out of proportion when it comes to their products. Unlike some people with gray screen paint products that blow stuff way out of proportion. At the Cinemax can see a 100% contrast level. Didn't seem to pick up that contrast level when you used that Epson projector. Didn't pick up, did it not? Let's do this one here. Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Meow. Perfect example. Tell me about it. Meow. I would have liked to gotten a dragonfly, but that's not going to happen. But I really would like to see the outcome of it all. I think at that particular time, when we were talking about the dragonfly, we had the 44s. These are a little bit more powerful than the 44s. So I guess that's a good thing. He didn't get, I get my hands on the dragonfly, but I really would like to. Dragonfly is really nice. I like it. It's got a very dark color to it. I do like that. But I want to see how it would work out with a black screen downstairs because we want these to be the dominant screens. All right, here's another one here. Let's put this one here. This one has a less of a reflective surface, so we'll put that right there. Let's go over and let's get a that slow color changer. Talking about HD blue. Gonna make a difference if it's HD 720p 480 or 240. Blue is blue. It still has to pick up. Just because you get a 4K projector doesn't mean you're gonna pick up better blue than a 720p. It's blue is blue. It comes down to the screen when it comes down to color. And your ambient light rejection technology, they're gonna wash it out.
Socks are the #1 most requested item in homeless shelters. Underwear is #2. And t-shirts are #3. That's why we make incredibly comfortable socks, underwear, and t-shirts. And we donate one for every one you buy. #1 for price.
Right. Right.
Now, the interesting thing about the Black Series can generate literally so much white light, but it produces so much of a dark color that it actually turns a certified screen, makes it look like a white piece of paper. I'll show you. I want to put the reflective surfaces, I like to put the reflective surfaces right here in the front because I want to make sure they get as much light as possible because, again, I don't want them going dark on me. Some of them have the narrow viewing cone effect. I want to make sure this is fair. I'm going to make sure they're in the front. And that's why I wondered, gentlemen, where are your tests to begin with? I never see in your test demonstrations, well, I don't see tests anyway, but in your demonstrations, I just see a bunch of colors. I noticed that when you guys are in an environment that has some light that you're not used to, you will stick to colors. I don't see any contrast, no star fields, no nothing in there. Then you'll darken the environment and you'll do some contrast. No, that's a fail. You can't do that. Sorry. All black contrast levels need to be done in as much light as possible. So that way, if the customer goes to turn on his lights, whatever environment he may be in, maybe his business or home, the screen's going to be able to maintain. You guys don't do that. You cheat. And then when I see you doing certified screens, you would pick a certified screen close enough to your screen color, so that way you won't have much of a hassle. Because if you pick one of these gunmetal screens and you do that demonstration or black diamond, I guarantee you it's going to crush your screen easily. So you pick a color that comes closest to your screen, that won't give you much of a struggle. I watch that too. That's why y'all stick next to those, what do you call it? The Elite Screen 5D and 3D. That's why. Now, I've seen the other one do a demonstration with the Dark Star 9, but the problem we have with that is, where was the contrast levels? You know, the screen is designed to do some serious contrast levels, but you skip that because, again, your screen couldn't do it. And this is another one reason why you're always in the dark for everything. Whether you're doing some kind of fake podcast or whatever you're doing, you're always in the dark because your screen paint can't maintain in a fully lit environment. It will wash out, you know, like the 15 feet back on the Epson projector, the background of that broken sugar is supposed to be jet black, and you couldn't pick it up because your speakers and the bezelment around the screen that was black didn't match. That's why you're always in the dark. And guess what else doesn't produce well in the dark? Network Gray 773. DMP Supernova. I think one of these is Infinity and one is a Blade. Can't figure out which one is which. That's why you're always in the dark. You said some. Your description says some ambient light. We don't use some over here. We use all ambient light, not some. You don't do color patterns. I never see you guys do color patterns. You fight that as much as possible. How can you do color patterns? It's very important to do color patterns because they need to see which screen is pulling the best purples and blues and greens and reds. That's very important. But we don't show this. Now I say that, do they know anything? They don't know anything about screen paint products. Let me explain something to you. You can't make anyone's product because you can't even make your own correctly. You can't make your own correctly because you don't have proper tests showing you can make your own correctly. This is why your specification sheet is so weak, because you don't know nothing about your product. How many have you got so far? We got a few more to go. Now, if I wanted to embarrass you, gentlemen, I would take a month off to give you some special attention. And you know what happened to you in that month's time? It's going to be pretty bad. I'll buy all your stuff up, and I'll watch you put my money back in my account one by one, everywhere it's sent, because you can't send it here because it doesn't work. Now, after that, I'll make some phone calls, and I'll have your product down here on my table. And then I'll take your product and his product and put it against one of these technologies, and I'll blow your stuff out, just like that. His and his, all together. I'll do a color pattern demonstration, white level demonstration, and contrast. And I'll wash your stuff out. long throw, short throw, pico projector, whatever, and knock your stuff out of the water. Then I reverse engineer your products. I will make them better than what they are. PARTAY, your stuff, I can make it a one coat application easy. I can, by looking at your products, I can use one coat application. Your first one, I can actually your last one, I can take that one and advance that and use that first one to beat out the rest of them, and then use that first one to beat out the rest of your products and charge $1 for it. Or just get the ingredients for free. Crow, I've already done your stuff before already. I've reversed engineered your stuff so many times, it's not even funny. With that, what do you call it? That black and paint challenge, what that thing is. So if I want to embarrass you, buy your stuff, watch you put my money back in my account, then get your stuff on my kitchen table, blow your stuff out of one of these high-end screens, and then redesign your technology, or I can't call it paint, and then use your own, my version, to blow out your version with no problem. And then give the ingredients away for free. Now, if you think that's not possible, I got a 2.8 that you can't even pass at the end of the day. You can't beat the screen. You can't even pass lip silver. And it passed lip silver so many times it's not even funny. Do I need to do another demonstration so I can pop up on a Google search engine on first saying that, hey, we tested the product on our product? Do we need another one of those? No. Okay. Just wondering. Another certified screen. Now, mind you, gentlemen, you come into my room with emojis and cursing and carrying on and acting up, and I ask you to back this up, and I come back on your YouTube channel, and there's nothing there. Nothing. But yet, I can sit here, do the paper challenge. How long did it take me to do the paper challenge? About a minute or so. Knock that out of the water. Come back in. Put white paper underneath of it, because I'm bored of that. Blew past that. Get the white paper, pick 3 different sheets of black paint. Then after the black paint, I go up and get myself some tape, and I run tape across my screen, and that doesn't match, and black fabric, and that doesn't match, and I grab a hoodie, and that doesn't match, and then I grab a black Tupperware top and put that against my screen, and that doesn't match. So I blew that out of the water. That challenge is done, finished, done, completed, and crushed. But then I come back in and I gave you my version of the challenge, which I thought was too easy. Yours was too easy. So I take black, silver, and white. Beat all of those. Now you have that challenge to do. Now, after that's done, we're finished that. I'm bored. I'm moving on. Now I'm doing certified screens. And you guys are still trying to figure out how to get past house paint. Oh, this is the one we have to do right here. This is last one? I think it is. We got 9 of these. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This it's like paper. Oh, here it is. I found it. This would make 9. I'd be so glad when the lawyers get all this wrapped up and we're done with you guys once and for all. And then I can go over and start my new technology on another level. Reflector. Yeah, it does reflect. This one has a reflective surface. That's not good. And even the front. This is good. Make sure. I like to be fair as fair can be. A surface like that has to lay completely flat. They don't lay completely flat. They put flat. There's going to be problems. So I'm always fair to make sure. All right, let's get some white paper in here. Now, this tells my customers at the end of the day that, so what? You can't afford a $3,000, $5,000 projection screen. So what? You can't afford a $3,000, $4,000, $1,800 projector, even a $1,000 projector. Can't afford it? It doesn't make a difference. Because you know why? Well, that technology right there is definitely going to cost $5,000. That's not going to happen. And the projector we're using is a 720p at $270. It's a 2012 model Chrissy. So under $300, you can have a projector and setup that would basically be able to outperform any one of these certified screens with no problem. Where you guys can't even get past house paint. And yet you guys are sitting up there on projectors that cost $2,000 and $3,000 while you're doing it. Calibrate it in the dark. That's the difference. some more white paper in here. In here. Now, the reason why I have no interest in the certified companies at the end of the day, oh, that's white paper, by the way, down there. The reason why I have no interest in the certified companies at the end of the day, because their prices are too expensive. Why would I even be around them at the end of the day? Number one, if they say, hey, we want you to come over here and develop for us, well, how much are you going to charge for these screens for the customers? Well, not that much, probably like 3, 4, 5,000. I can't do this, I'm sorry. That's not the whole purpose I got into this business. I got into the purpose of this business so everybody can afford good technology. So I got no use for you guys at the end of the day. That's why, I understand that's what you charge, and you worked hard and you got the right to charge what you want to charge at the end of the day, but it's not what I want. I want something that everybody can afford at the end of the day. So say if you work a minimum wage job, say you work a newspaper stand, whatever it may be at the end of the day, you should be able to have a high-end screen in your home, and it should be better than everybody else's. So that's what you miss, gentlemen, at the end of the day. You're so busy and so caught up with so much anger and hatred at the end of the day, you miss the entire point. The entire point is designing good technology for the customers. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Not fighting at me. That's what it comes down. I come in here to defend my company. Someone's going to come here and say my company's this, that, and the other. I'm going to be here to defend it 100%. I can back it up. I'm not going to wait 2 days and 3 days and 4 days and all that nonsense. No, get it done, get it out of the way, and move on. And that's what I just did to you just a few minutes ago as I'm having this conversation. All right, with that being said, hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Oh, wait, we got to do contrast levels. What am I doing here? We got certifies up there. Let me see. Let's get some contrast in there. Let's get some white levels too in there too. Let's do we got this. I'm working on with somebody who's got some connections on getting some projectors for us, all right? So I'm working on something where we can have a projector deal where somebody can get for under $500. They can get projector speakers and a 100-inch screen. Tell me that's not going to be sick with LED light speakers.
Doctors swear to do no harm, but Republican limit odds was to slash Republican.
It's that time of the year already.
Hyundai Sonata, win.
That's why we tell the certified gunmetal screens, you're no match for this technology. And for our customers, well, they get the best. Now, message to the certified companies. This is a 2% technology. It was engineered in 20 minutes, which means you could spend years studying, and by the what kind of technology we'll be developing a year from now. But anyway, like I said, you can take many, many months, many, many years developing a screen and all this stuff when we could do it in 20 minutes. That's not a force to be reckoned with, and what isn't? You could spend 11 years developing something. We can come along just like that and design something more advanced. You would never catch up to us. Never. Even my older technology can take you out. I got a screen that costs $38 downstairs in my basement, and it can take out 80 of your certified screens. Easily. How would you compete with it? Doesn't even require an expensive projector to pour 100% contrast level. No calibration required. Paint the screen on in no time at all. Very easy to do. Any service you want, you can turn it to a high performance screen. We can even go outside if we want to. Ultra short throw, not a problem. So that's my wake up call to the certified screens at the end of the day. We're coming. Yes, we are. And pretty soon, we're going to be off the leash. Okay, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Crow and Partay, there's your challenges. Not this one. This is not for you. Trust me, I wouldn't give you this one. It's going to be too much for you. But other than that, got to go. Thank you all, and God bless.